Good afternoon, church family. I hope this video finds you well. In my last video, I said that I was going to produce another video where I was going to describe the ways of which you can continue to give your tithes and offerings to the church during the suspension of our services. So this video is going to outline those measures. But before we get into that, I would just like to let everyone know that we mailed a letter today that everyone in our church family should receive over the next couple of days that essentially outlines everything I'm going to be talking about today. But hopefully after this video, you will understand some of the resources that are being made available to us right now that we can use. Because as I reiterated before, the church is going to be operating. The church has to continue moving forward. And with that, we have bills to pay and payroll to meet. So we heavily rely upon the fact that you guys are going to continue to generously give. You guys are always so amazing anyway. And in particular, this quarter, we have our liability insurance premium, which is one of our bigger bills that comes up. So we have a large financial need to meet this month. So we have to make sure that we get all the financial resources in place so that none of our bills lapse and none of our payroll needs go unmet. We always want to make sure that not only as individuals are we good stewards, but also as church and church leadership that we are good stewards as well. And we also have missionaries to support and things around state to support as well. So a lot of things going on that we have to make sure we have the necessary monetary resources to cover. But first of all, just a reminder, we have suspended all church services. That's all church services and all activities until April 5th. Prior to April 5th, we will reassess just to make sure that we're still in compliance with the CDC and the Presidential Task Force guidelines as it relates to coming together in a congregational setting. So I'll be keeping you guys up to date because, as I've also stated in the letter, and I even said last night, I'll be live streaming services. Sunday morning, I'm going to live stream on YouTube and Facebook Live an 11 o'clock worship service, and I'll bring a message then. And then Sunday evening, I'm just calling everyone to pray with their families, have a time of devotion. Let that be an opportunity where normally you might be in church, that would be a time that you can gather together as a family. I know Susie and Becca and I have a devotion that we've been working on that we're going to use as part of that time. I'm also going to be including in the coming days a 40-day prayer guide and a 40-day devotional called Who's Your One? And this is a prayer guide and a devotional that you can use as we continue moving forward as a church, whether we're meeting as a corporate, as a family or not. We can continue doing what we need to do for the kingdom of God. So that is reaching our one. So I'm going to have a PDF. It'll be a PDF file that is a 40-day devotional. You can print it. If you know folks that cannot maybe get a PDF, we can make, if say, hey, I don't have that availability, we can print copies for you here at the church, and you can come by the church office and pick them up. And then we also have a prayer guide that we're going to be releasing as well that goes along with the praying for your one, as I said, as we continue moving further and further into the spring. I really see this as a challenging time, but I really see this as a time that God's going to do something amazing in our church and amazing across our nation and our community. So the other thing we're going to do is Wednesday night service. We're not going to have Wednesday night services officially, but I'm going to live stream on YouTube and Facebook Live, and I'm going to continue going through the Old Testament, just like we've been doing on Wednesday nights. We'll continue our study of the book of Judges, and we'll go into Ruth. And it's going to be a different format. I'm going to make it more like I'm going to be sitting at the desk and really kind of chatting through it. Instead of preaching through it, I really want to explain it and do a real expository look at it. So it's going to be something kind of different. Definitely different from me. It's going to be definitely different preaching on Sunday morning to, maybe two people. I don't know. But anyway, y'all keep praying for me. But this is going to be great. I'm excited about it. I just think God is really up to something. I really do. Everything in me thinks that this is just going to be a tremendous time that we can experience spiritual growth as individuals, as a church, and as a community, and a state, and a nation. I just really believe that with all my heart. All right, let me get down to the brass tacks of what we need to talk about. Oh, let me reiterate. No, all church services and all activities, okay? That's supper, youth activities, prayer meeting, anything here at the church where groups would come in has been suspended until April 5th. And prior to April 5th, we will have to reassess and, hopefully we don't have to go any longer. but we will not be the ones. We will have to follow what the guidelines are out there, because our primary concern is the health and well-being of our church family and our community. Okay, so talking about stewardship, there are four main ways that you can give your tithes and offerings to the church. One is, like you've been doing, mail your check directly to the church. The church's address is on the bulletin. If you don't have it, it's 11274 235th Lane, Live Oak, Florida 32060. Again, that's 11274 235th Lane, Live Oak, Florida 32060. So you can mail your check. Now, with that being said, you also, I know First Federal has the option to do what is called bill pay. You can go through the bill pay setting with First Federal and have them cut a check and it be sent to the church. You can do that as well. The second option is to bring your cash or bring your check by the church office. Ms. Pauline or myself, we're going to be here primarily between 10 and 1 o'clock each day, Monday through Thursday. You can bring it in. If we're not here for some reason, or it's after those hours, you can slip it up under the door and we will get it. We'll be checking on it periodically through the day because we'll want to make sure that we keep cash flow coming in so that we can keep the bills being paid. Okay, so that's very, very, very important. The third way is a new way. We actually have two new ways. Number 3 and number 4 are new ways, but they're very, very easy and they're extremely convenient. For the third way that you can pay is through PayPal. If you have a PayPal account, you can pay your tithes to the church through your PayPal account. And what you do is it says send money. You go send money and it says who do you want to send it to? And in the search bar, you would type in fbcdowlingpark. Okay? It might ask you to put the whole email in. So that would be fbcdowlingpark@gmail.com. Okay? It will automatically pull up First Baptist Church at that point. You click on it, it will ask you how much do you want to send. You put in the amount and send. That's it. It's done. And it will be in the church's bank account within 24 hours. Easy. If you don't already have a PayPal account, you can literally set one up in like 3 minutes. Matter of fact, Brother Paul last night in our meeting set his PayPal account up in like less than 5 minutes. It's very, very easy. You go to paypal.com and say that you want to set up an account. It'll be basic information, your name and your address, things like that. It'll also want to know, like if you have a credit card or debit card number that you're going to use, because where are you going to pay your funds from? You will put that in there. There's a procedure where it will verify that information. Doesn't take long at all, and you're done. And so that's very, very easy. What is probably the easiest, absolute easiest thing if you don't already have a PayPal account is we've set up a system called Text2Give. So that's Text, the number 2, Give. Okay? And that system allows you to use your smartphone and you can text pay your tithe and offering to the church. So how do you do that? I'm glad you asked. The way you do that is you would text the word give, Give, to the following phone number. And I tried to pick one that would be kind of easy to remember. So the number you're going to text to is 386-400-9770. Okay? Again, that number is 386-400-9770. So to that phone number, you would text give. Within seconds, it comes back and says, you're wanting to give money to First Baptist Church of Dowling Park, which you would respond back, yes. It then will ask you how much do you want to give, and you put in however much it is that you want to give. It will confirm that amount, okay? And so you say yes, that's good to go. And it will say, do you want to make this a reoccurring? Well, if you would like to make it reoccurring, you can. If not, say yes or no, depending on your answer. And you submit that, and within seconds, it will tell you successful. It's been paid. Those monies will be in our church account within 2 days. Okay, so it takes a little bit longer than PayPal, but just an extra day. Now, with both PayPal and Text2Give, there are small fees that get paid that you basically pay. So if you say I'm going to send, just use a number. We used a trial amount of say $5 just to test it. I want to send $5. If you send $5, the church will actually get about $4.43 of that. because the fees for any of these things that make it easy is 2.3% plus a 30-cent transaction. Okay, so you just have to kind of remember that you know, and that's not a ton of money, but you can either add that above what you want to give, or it can just come out automatically. But just know that there's some fees tied with those, but it's nothing that you're going to see. Now, PayPal will actually show you how much the fee is before you actually send it, and it will actually add it. So it's like $5, and say the fee was 46 cents. It will tell you that your payment will be $5.46. Okay. Now, Text2Give, it doesn't tell you; it just deducts it from the amount that you put in there. So if you put in $5, then when the church gets it, it'll be like $4.47 or whatever it would be. You know, you guys could do the math. But the fees are very, very small. These are actually the smallest fees, the lowest fees in the industry. So we tried to find one that would be very, very easy for us to use. Something that realistically we continue to use, maybe even in the long term. I mean, this is something that we can use in the long term if we need to. If it's something that we want to keep as a church as we move, you know, past all of this, and just again have a much easier payment option. Now, also, this number to the number to Text2Give, I will be placing in the notes below the YouTube video, okay, in the description. But I'm going to be putting on Facebook in the announcements page our bulletin for the week. We're not going to be printing bulletins. We're only just going to have them in basically a digital format. On that bulletin is a barcode. It also has the phone number for the Text2Give, but there's also a QR code. You know, little QR thing. You can scan it with your phone. Bloop, goes right through. Does the same thing. You put in however much you want to give. And I can't stress it enough. We got 2 more Sundays in this month. This past Sunday, because we had a lot of people out between conferences and people just wanting to stay home, which was good, and some folks being sick. The numbers were pretty low this last Sunday morning, so the offering was not very good. So we definitely have got to make up some ground. We had a very good offering the first Sunday of the month, which was great. This is a 5-Sunday month, so we get 2 more offerings this month. I can't stress it enough. We really have to have everybody please step up to the plate. We got a big bill this month coming out with our quarterly insurance premium. Okay, so we had to pay our bus premium last month, and we got to pay our liability. Oh, our flood insurance was last month, and we have our liability insurance payment this month. So 2 pretty good sized bills that have been back to back. So prayerfully consider, if you can give more than you usually give, you know, please do. You know, that's between you and the Lord. That has nothing to do with me. But I just so want to make sure that we stay financially, you know, viable while we're going through all of this, because we don't know what's going to happen. So, but you know, we're not being fearful. Just be good stewards. So those are the 4 ways that you can give. 1, mail your check in. I don't suggest mailing cash, but that's your business. Number 2 is to have you bring your check or cash by the church directly. Number 3 is using PayPal. Number 4 is the Text2Give. So that gives 4 avenues that you can continue giving. And so I hope this helps. I hope that explains it. If you have any questions, please feel free to call the church office, and I can walk you through them, and Miss Pauline can help you with some of the basic questions too. Also, if you have any updates, we're trying to keep all the deacons abreast of what is going on, as these things continue to change every day. Brother Ray, as the deacon chairman, has been at all of our meetings. He then communicates it to the rest of the deacon body, so that they can communicate it to you. And I have asked them to be in touch with all of you guys at least once a week, or you know, every few days, so that you can kind of be, you know we love you. And I'm going to miss seeing everybody. I look so forward to our church service, as you guys just don't know. And this is going to be really, really kind of a tough, really kind of a tough transition, but I do believe God is doing something amazing, and I'm excited about it. I really am. And I just know we're going to be better, and we're going to be stronger through this. And so we just need to continue to pray that the virus will just go away. God will take care of all this, and we can come back as a church family. And I'm telling y'all right now, when this is over and we can all come back together, we are going to have ourselves a fun day. We're going to have food. We're going to have some games. Man, we're just going to have an awesome time. So we're going to have a celebration as a church family. But I love you guys so much. Know we love you. Every decision that we're making has been done so prayerfully and in anticipation that we minister to you guys. and we're looking out for you and looking out for one another. And we love you. And I'm going to continue bringing some of these videos to you because I feel like that's a way that I can connect with a lot of you guys since I won't see you during church services. So I love you. I love you very, very much. You're very special to me and my family. And you guys stay safe. And don't forget to do what your mama told you. Wash your hands. Bye. Love you guys. Bye-bye.